I
That
found.
was something.
Uh, I got recommended a cool RWBY take.
Oh yeah.
They really hope that there's no unnecessary drama between Ruby and John in Volume 9 over him murdering Penny.
What? They hope nothing come. That sounds like it would
No,
be
because they're like,
super
guys, it's
interesting.
Cinder's fault. If Ruby gets mad, that's just going to be unnecessary drama.
Dude, that's literally life is literally unnecessary drama.
It's Cinder's fault, and Penny said yeah, so if Ruby gets mad, that's just unnecessary.
Okay, well, I think I understand. I've been thinking about. I think I know why people are not liking Ice Queendom.
I think some of the stills look kind of weird.
Well, yeah, no, like, but the thing is, I think people are disappointed because they wanted like this to be like a replacement for Volume 1 and 2.
It is
Cause
not.
like yeah, cause like people, I think people are kind of ashamed and they either don't want to go back and watch Volume 1 and 2 ever again, so they're hoping like this would be like a remake of it instead, or it would be like a new entry point for like for them to introduce their friends,
And it is
so like so
absolutely not.
they would not have to show them the like Volume 1 and 2 and the embarrassment that comes with it.
Yeah, that. I
'Cause,
mean,
like ice, like the thing is, this Ice Queendom doesn't stand on its own. It because like it
no,
obviously
it's
like
literally
needs you to
just like,
know all
yeah,
the
we're
stuff.
gonna
Yeah,
do a stylized, cool recap of Volume 1 with a couple cool changes, and then we're gonna go fuck off and do our own thing.
yeah. Like, wow, but
Yeah.
yeah, it just seemed like that is the case because like how many times you look up the word Ruby, like we've watched videos like this before, like Ruby rewrites, like there's like hundreds of them.
Oh, there's so many. People are like, oh, dude, an official rewrite.
Dude, even the fairy tale rewrites are just Ruby rewrites.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. I think what
Like
was
I was
another
also looking
interesting
at
take.
some like this one video of like this one person like being like, "Oh, this is why I was excited for Ice Queendom, like they released it a few weeks ago." And like wowie, I love the idea of like going back to where Ruby was good and then like making it like watchable.
Oh, hold on a minute. That feels like it's an oxymoron.
Yeah, like
That's really funny.
yeah.
Man, that's sad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Like I guess like it is a thing where like it can really only please people who liked the show and just wanted to like see it like done in a different way.
this is a canon fanfic, and I'm here for it.
It's not even a
Currently,
canon fanfic. It's
it's not. It's an official fanfic, I should say.
yeah.
It's
It's
like
an official an official AU, if you will.
it's like the Bardock special where you go Super Saiyan. It's like that. It's a fanfic. It's just being released officially.
Yeah.
What else was that? What was that? Trying to think of what other takes I saw. There was a. Here we go.
I'm just gonna
Team
look on
Ruby
Twitter.
lying to Ironwood was basically shown to be a bad thing since once Oscar finally tells him the truth, he finally decides to trust people, blah, blah, blah. Part 7's conflict was that James didn't trust people with the truth. Good job, you're smart.
Yeah.
Why didn't people like Volume 5?
Oh, okay. Probably the same reason I don't like Volume 5.
No,
Like
that's what they're asking. Which one was 5 again?
the boring one where they went to Haven and like had a
Okay,
fight
so it
for the
wasn't the
rally.
awful one, it was just a boring one?
Yeah, it was super boring, and it is like
Okay.
maybe my least favorite. I think.
I want to kill people when they say, "Oh, hi, Croc." I want to kill people when they say the current thing is low budget. It's like, oh my god,
Dude,
oh my,
so
shut up!
dumb.
I want to kill you.
Shut the.
I just watched the
Oh my
Lucifer and
god.
Biscuit Hammer anime. God fucking damn it! I
It's,
wish it looked like this.
you know what it is? It's because most of these people aren't really anime fans. They're just RWBY fans.
All they watch is like MAJ Saku clips, and if it doesn't look like that, it looks like shit. I want to kill him.
And even then, like that thing where like RWBY was fighting the guys from the dust shop, like that, I think looks better than anything in MHA. Maybe.
Oh, it does. That's genuinely just one of the best looking
Yeah, like
fight
that was
scenes that's
literally
come
just
out in like
gorgeous.
years. It's so good. It came out of nowhere. I'm trying to think of like yeah, it's like low budget. First of all, yeah, they probably don't have the fattest budget in the world. But also, if you think budget equals quality, you're brain dead. Because One Punch Man was made on a standard seasonal budget.
Oh my god,
Dumbasses.
oh my god. Okay, here's a take. As a fan of the original 3 seasons of RWBY, this fight scene is sloppy, referring to RWBY fighting the guys from the dust shop. Too much camera movement and distracting detail that the main person, RWBY, fighting skill is nowhere to be seen. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I just found that one. What are they doing? And they're responding to that fight. How do you look at this and think, yeah, Ruby doesn't have any skills? She's just like, dodging. She even does cool things. Like she blocks attacks. She does like impressive movements with her fucking thing.
Oh my
You can
god.
still tell what's going on.
It's like
Now,
oh,
Croc,
it
they're
was
still
fast
like
and
a
I couldn't.
decently big franchise now, but
Yeah. It's like, oh, it was fast and I couldn't tell what was going on. That seemed to be his takeaway.
oh wait, I found an argument.
Ooh, what's it about?
Blah 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 blah. One of the reasons why RWBY as a whole declined is because of the god awful argument, a trend that got its ugliest in volumes 8. What?
What's it talking
Okay,
about?
okay, okay. Why do you hate volume 8? Tell me. Oh, it's just like they blame the heroes and hashtag Ironwood was right. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. There are people like that for sure. Oh yeah, like a lot of people are mad about stuff they skipped, which is again like is probably what I was talking about before. Oh, it's not like
They just went
yeah,
in expecting the wrong thing.
yeah.
This clearly isn't. One thing that I guarantee a lot of these people do that's kind of gross is one term that I've seen thrown around a lot is Monty Ohm's vision.
Oh
Motherfucker,
my
you don't know
fucking
this guy.
god. Dude, you don't even know the half of it. You
It's like,
don't.
no, 'cause
Dude,
it's like
I've been
really
in this fandom
gross.
so long. You know how many times I've heard that phrase or paraphrase?
They
Oh my
don't know the guy.
Dude, I've seen arguments about the fucking shipping wars, like, oh, is Blake gonna get with Sun or Yang? And people are
Oh,
like,
you told
if
me
Blake,
Monty's
and it's
gay
like, yeah,
characters would
yeah,
have been
if
cool.
they don't turn Blake gay, they're not staying true to Monty's vision.
No, it's so weird. It's just like, dog, that's gross.
Oh my
The
god.
only argument you can make about the creator's vision is, hey, yo, once you start writing it without the creator, their vision is no longer a part of it. There's still some exceptions. Like off the top of my head, a really big series is called, I think, Wheel of Time. It's a big book series, fucking epic. And the author died before the last 2 novels came out. And everyone was like, oh, fuck. But he had the outlines written. And his main assistant was like, hey, yo, he said I should write him if he couldn't, so I'm going to do it. And then he did. And yeah, so believe it or not, I think the author's vision was still there, considering he wrote his fucking outline.
Like,
Wait, oh my
the
god, you
thing
ready
is,
for this?
I know a lot of people like got into RWBY in the first place because they were fans of Monty, and like because
Yeah.
like he had all the like that Dead Fantasy
Oh no,
series.
if you don't like following RWBY because the main author died, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah,
I wouldn't, but I can understand that.
yeah. Like if you liked a creator and then like they stopped working on a thing, like it makes sense to me why you'd want to stop consuming it then.
Yeah, you want to hear an interesting take? This is about, I think, Elia.
Oh, I just found a
Imagine,
bad tweet.
Hey Puff, imagine sympathizing with a character just because they were a woman and or gay. I bet RWBY fans would still accept Elia if she succeeded in killing one of Blake's parents too, just because she's a gay woman who can't do wrong.
Wasn't the whole point of that arc about how she did do wrong and that
Yeah,
she should
and she
stop?
had to. No, the point was that she wouldn't have done wrong if Blake fucked her, which is an entirely different thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, that. All right. Okay, look at this. It looks genuinely soulless. I'm thinking about RWBY, and 99% of its charm was how earnest it was despite it being terrible.
That is
An
such a
unintentionally campy
saying...
nostalgia throwback to early 2000s anime. The same plot played straight and completely might be serviceable, but sounds boring.
This is deadass just saying, I don't like RWBY, so when the nostalgia's not there, I fucking hate everything I see.
God. Like, it's just, like, it's weird how it says, like, oh, 97% of the charm was how earnest it is. Like, motherfucker. Do you know how, like, people. Do you know about, like, how hard animators work to even get, like, anything done nowadays? Like, when you talk about earnesty and, like, trying hard, everyone who creates stuff cares about it, like, 99% of the time. Like, it's more, like, sometimes I get that there's some things like the Lion King remake where it's, like, all just artificial hype and all that.
And I hate it.
But, like, that's, like, an outlier. Like, most things, like, I don't think this is that at all. Especially because, like, this was, like, a Japanese studio that just wanted to, like, make a thing for a series across seas.
No, I think there's a difference between Disney taking all of their most popular properties and remaking them shittier, compared to, like, a studio taking a marginally successful series and making a fanfic about it.
Yeah, like,
these are not this. The fact that
They're
they
not
added their fucking
comparable
Dreamcatcher.
at
Okay, no,
all.
that Dreamcatcher motherfucker. That is someone's OC.
Yeah.
These people added their own OCs. They clearly care.
My God, some people, man.
Someone said all of Team RWBY's
Like
Mary Sue's. Let's go.
Like, I know, like, there's some like, I heard Best Guy Ever say this once, and it, like, terrified me when he said it. He's like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about making a video describing what soul is.
Oh no!
And I'm just like, what? That scared me. I'm like, what? What do you mean? That sounds so dumb. That's soul literally just means I like it, and I think the person who made it liked it a lot too.
No, and because here's the thing, even something that I would consider like a fucking soulless thing, like the Lion King remake, I'm not gonna pretend that the fuckers who animated that probably didn't care about what they were doing. Jon Favreau's like, hey, yo, make a documentary. And they're like, I'm gonna make these lions look fucking baller. And then they tried their best. It's not their fault it sucked.
Yeah, like, I'm sure that in a production that large, there's people that, like, work hard at their job and care about it a lot.
Or like how people call all the
industry.
MCU movies soulless. The most lifeless MCU movie has such passionate people working in the background. Like, you just listen, like, the interviews of, like, the CGI crews and how much they love what they're doing. It's like, hot damn.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, that was cute. All right, let's see here. Yo, I found a fan art of Roman and Neo. Let's go. Thank you, Twitter.
Oh, cool. Twitter is
That's all
good
I'm here
sometimes.
for. All I'm here for. 800 bad takes and then a good take. Croc, you winning showdown? Oh, I don't even know if Addie's fighting.
No, some guy's hoping that, frankly, in my opinion, it's sort of a test for a test run for when possibly a Japanese studio fully buys RWBY and does a full-on reboot in the same vein of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That is not the same vein.
Honey. There's a manga for Full Metal Alchemist. There's a manga for Full Metal Alchemist.
That's literally the opposite, because with Full Metal Alchemist, the studio fucked up the anime, and then they had to redo it. No, people aren't smart.
I mean, I wouldn't say fucked up. It was just that the manga wasn't finished yet, so they had to, like, do their own thing.
I mean, they did a couple weird things. They did some cool things, though.
Yeah, they did.
I know, what they fucked up was Soul Eater. God damn it. God damn it. Bones. How dare you fuck up Soul Eater? I love Soul Eater.
You know, I honestly, like, it's so weird how, like, there's this huge presence to want to, like, preserve Monty's vision and all that in the fan base, but at the same time, they cannot shut up about just remaking the show from the ground up.
As I was saying, the only way you can preserve his vision is to just not make any more material. It's like, if that's your opinion, good on you. But I feel like even then, like, by the time they were done with the first 3 volumes, saying it was just his vision is just not true. It's like obviously the other people working on it were passionate about it. They'd been working on it for 3 volumes.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh my god, are you telling me this large project is not an island? Other people were a part of it? Now I'm just seeing a lot of nice shit. Good for them. It's just like, oh, I want to. This made me like RWBY again. Good for you.
Yeah. Or like, oh wow, this animation was
Someone
so
said,
cool.
ooh, someone praised the soundtrack. That's unique.
Huh. Yeah,
The
because like I've
soundtrack
only ever
wasn't
heard.
the soundtrack wasn't bad or anything. It's just
Yeah, I
not
didn't.
as good.
It didn't strike me as very memorable, but
Yeah.
like that. I've only ever heard bad things about the soundtrack, just because they're not playing Jeff Williams stuff anymore.
I like it. It's just
And
like
it is
not as
true.
good.
Like it is
Yeah, it's
true that
definitely
like it's hard for me
worse.
to imagine like the RWBY existing without that soundtrack, because like it's like just embedded into my brain with these
Yeah.
scenes.
I mean, I guess you can think about like a couple reasons that they might not use it. For one, just to differentiate. Two, just like I think the creative process of like, hey, here are these songs in a language you do not speak. To animate a fight that fits the flow of them, and they're like, "Fucking excuse me."
Yeah,
Like,
especially
no,
when they
we're
have
just
to
gonna
like
make
they're
RWBY do
changing the pace so
800
much.
flips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "No, we're just gonna do 800 fucking flips, and it'll be cool." It's like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, like cuz like they're also changing the pace completely, so like if they had to like stretch out a fight scene to be like a minute and a half long,
yeah,
then
the
like that could
songs are
throw the whole thing.
literally
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it is like a dead ass reboot, and like we're not getting anything else, and that's kind of funny.
I totally understand the compulsion people have to want to just see RWBY done over again. Cause like it's like, oh, it's a show.
Mhm.
It's got neat ideas. It has the potential, but like they just didn't do a very good
Oh,
job getting
that's
it
a
off the
weird
ground.
opinion. Someone said the current animation style it doesn't is like weightless, like the way the characters move. I don't agree with that. Because first of all, OG Ruby, no one weighs anything. They are all feathers.
Yeah.
Two, off the top of my head, like when Weiss was fighting the big old knight and she enchanted her sword with the
Oh
Red
yeah, with the
Bullshit.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah, like when she hit it with the Red Bullshit, I was like, oh, I can like feel that that's a heavier attack.
Oh
That's
yeah. Also,
cool.
like when RWBY did that sick landing after beheading the Nevermore, like
Yeah, no, you could
that
tell
was
like
great. Yeah.
bam. It's like, oh, whoa, these characters, or like you missed it, like when Ant punches a bird and moves. It's like, oh, characters actually interact with their environment.
You just bugged out for like 10 seconds.
Awesome. No, I said you missed it, but when Yang punched the bird's body like contorted. Show me the image. I need to know what made you stop.
I cannot hear you at all. I can't believe I'm still talking about RWBY.
Isn't it epic?
Yeah. There's certainly a lot to talk about.